I'm gonna cook lemon tzatziki chicken with sweet jammy onions and crispy lemon rice, all with a clever Greek-inspired twist. Now I want you to do a simple preparation on the chicken. Just run your knife down the back of the chicken and push it open like a book. The leg meat takes a bit more time to cook than the breast, so you can kind of help even that up by taking the leg and just simply scoring down to the bone. 3 scores is really gonna let the marinade in. I will use the tzatziki traditionally, I will, but half of it I won't. And I'm gonna take half of that tzatziki, put it in this bowl, add just a little more olive oil and a little hit more of lemon juice. Let's think about what is in tzatziki. Dried mint, cucumber, garlic, yogurt. Yogurt is one of the very best tenderizers of meat, and it allows the meat to absorb flavor. So this will make the most fantastic marinade. Rub that all over the chicken. Get your hands in there, all the little cracks and crannies. I'm not cooking a Greek dish, I'm cooking a Greek-inspired dish. In a perfect world, I would marinate that overnight. If you just do it for a couple of hours, happy days. And even if you want to just do it for like half an hour, that's good as well. So I've got a large pan on a medium heat. I'll add some olive oil to the pan, and the chicken is ready to go. Give that a nice seasoning of salt. Turn the heat up and put it skin side down in the pan. Of course, chicken skin goes crispy. With yogurt on it, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get little burnt bits, little charred bits. So about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less, of frying. What I wanna do now is have like a trivet for that chicken, right? Something for it to cook into. So I'm gonna use onions, just 4 onions, 1/2 of a red onion. I'm gonna put to one side. Now let's think about how we've seen onions used over the last few days. We've seen onions stuffed with rice. We've seen onions slow cooked and as little sprinkles on meze. So once we've quartered the onions, I just wanna kind of unclick them into beautiful little petals. So look, I think this idea of a few ingredients working hard, simplicity, that's very, very Mediterranean. You don't have to throw everything at dishes if you've got lovely ingredients. So this chicken has had 2 or 3 minutes, and I want it to be just lightly golden. Look at that. So onions go in, and then that becomes the base for cooking the chicken. And that's not the end of the story, because I'm gonna use the lemon when these are roasted. The flavor of lemon that you get is completely different than fresh. We've got it in the marinade, we've got it roasted, and then I'm gonna do a little pickle with the onions later. So lemon, 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 fresh, fresh, fresh. This is gonna cook in the oven for 1 hour at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit. And now I've got an hour to soak up all of this. Woo! Look what we've got. You can see the flavor sticking to the chicken. Like, you can see how tender the wing meat is. I'm gonna use that beautiful classic tzatziki to save the resting juices from that chicken. So just use this to make like a little reservoir. If I squeeze this lemon, you get juice, juice, pulp, pulp, jam, jam, jam. I mean, it's like an eruption of lemoniness. That is the islands, right? I'll nick, you know, just a little lemon, give or take half the onions, and then the other half I'm gonna use to really whoop rice up flavor-wise. So the chicken is resting in a beautiful way. Back in the pan, we're gonna turn the heat up. Right, this is gonna be extraordinary. This local rice is plumper, a bit more round, starchy. It's really, really nice, but it works really well with basmati rice. And I'm gonna fill up a mug twice. It's gonna start toasting in that lovely chicken fat and juices. And you're gonna do 2-to-1 rice to water, and it's perfect every time. You'll hear it, so bubbling now, and then it will start sizzling, and that's potential crispy bottom. And who doesn't love a crispy bottom? Okay, this leftover lemon skin, run your knife through it, just make it a little bit finer. You can see that change now, and you can scrape off any of the crispy bits from the bottom. I'm not going to touch it again. Turn it down and just let that tick away for 5 minutes. There's one last flourish that I'm going to do. That little random bit of half onion that I had, I'm just going to finely chop it. So to do a quick pickle, couldn't be easier. A nice little pinch of salt. And I'm just going to squeeze this lemon through my hands to catch any pips. And it goes from being like pongy onion to like crunchy and just kind of sweeter. And then I just sprinkle in it from a height like this. So it's a nice little tip. So have a little listen to this. If we're lucky, we've got golden, crispy bottom along with kind of like creamy, soft rice. Ah, yes. I'm well chuffed with that. Let's plate this up and have a little moment. Gorgeous lemony rice. That beautiful classic tzatziki, hot, gnarly chicken. Crispiness. Look at that. Right, time to enjoy. The yogurt has still allowed the skin to be crispy, but it's made those key flavors, the garlic, the lemon, the mint, kind of cling on and get into the chicken. This is heavenly.